Welcome to sales training for Penair tellers. In this training, you'll learn how sales helps to reach Penair's overall goals, how your role as a teller is pivotal in this process, and about Penair's approach to sales, a member-oriented strategy. So, why is sales important? Sales helps to meet Penair's overall goals, such as building lifelong member relationships, each member contact resulting in a complete experience, determination to meet a member's changing needs, and seeking continuous improvement. Meeting these goals helps to optimize each member's experience. How does sales help achieve Penair's goals? By knowing when to sell, you will suggest products to members only when the member has an identifiable need. This way, you'll sell based on member need and benefit, helping to build trust and comfort, ensuring the member that you have their best interests in mind. Suggesting products to meet members' changing needs if and when they arise will help to create a more complete member experience. Knowing when to sell, selling based on need and benefit, and creating a complete member experience by suggesting products to meet members' changing needs will increase member satisfaction and retention. So, what is a teller's role in sales? As you spend the majority of your day interfacing with members, your role at Penair is incredibly important in creating and maintaining lifelong relationships with members. Each teller has the opportunity to get to know members, recognize their unique and changing needs, and identify Penair products that will fill these needs. You have the opportunity to optimize each member's experience at Penair. You might ask, what if the member doesn't want to buy a new product? I don't want to make any member feel uncomfortable. The idea is not to sell to each and every member, but to identify individual needs and match a suitable Penair product to those needs in order to suggest the product in an appropriate way, while focusing on building and maintaining member relationships. You might also ask, what about my regular members? They don't come into Penair every day to hear a sales pitch. Again, you aren't expected to sell to every member. However, throughout the course of the member's life, his or her needs will change. Our job is to identify the new needs when they arise and offer the member the best solution. You might also ask, what if the member says no? Even worse, what if the member becomes angry that I tried to sell to them? It is completely normal and expected to receive some no's from members. Not every suggestion will lead to a sale, and that is okay. If a member becomes angry or irritated, do your best to diffuse the situation by reassuring the member that you had his or her best interests in mind. Do your best to salvage the interaction. Now that you know why sales is important, which sales strategy aligns with Penair's values? Member-oriented selling, or relationship selling, is the process of developing a comprehensive understanding of the member, recognizing and defining member needs, and offering solutions that will help the member address their unique needs. The focus is on the relationship instead of the sale, building trust and comfort while also providing a platform for follow-up sales. So, how does member-oriented selling work? Identify and segment members. Not all members are the same. Different segments of members have different needs. For example, new parents will have different needs than a young bachelor starting his career. Learn about customer needs and preferences. Take the time to learn about customers, what they know, what they value, and how they communicate. Build relationships. Building relationships requires attention to the customer relationship at all stages. It is Penair's goal to build lifelong relationships with all members. Quickly and effectively handle mistakes and seek continuous improvement. Despite your best efforts, mistakes happen and sometimes members will be dissatisfied. Make sure that, if mistakes occur, you handle them quickly and effectively. Continuously seek to improve in all aspects of your job. Here are some key features of member-oriented selling. Members buy from people they like and trust. Trust is built through shared values and genuine understanding. Listening is the most important form of influence. Listen and ask insightful questions. People will be best convinced by reasons they discover themselves. You cannot sell to someone who is unable to buy. A problem must exist for the member to need a solution. You are not expected to sell to every member. Features are not benefits. Don't attempt to sell to a member by rattling off product features. Instead, try to explain how the product will benefit that unique member. Features are only benefits if they solve the member's specific, acknowledged problem. The product is not the product. The product is the outcome to be achieved when buying the product, which is the meeting of a member's need. Problem solving comes before solution selling. Focus on creating value through delivering the best outcomes with the lowest risk. Attitude is everything. Value for Penair and its members is defined by your ability to positively influence others and deliver results. To sum it up, the goal is to build lifelong relationships with members. You should not, and are not expected to, sell to each member at every interaction. The focus is on creating a complete member experience by suggesting Penair products to meet members' unique and changing needs. The best member focus aims at truly benefiting the member, first, last, and always. Couple that with the fact that if you do a great job, you too will benefit through loyalty, customer retention, and relationships. Now that you've learned about why sales is important, your role in selling, and Penair's approach to sales, let's practice your skills. Watch this video of a Penair member, Mr. Busch, visiting to deposit money into his checking account with Nancy. After watching, decide what you would do for the member.
He's in here all the time.
Yeah, well, since he's become a teenager and gone out with his friends, he's become kind of a real spendthrift. And kids are expensive these days. And, he's not far from college, and I'm not really sure, how I'm going to teach him to be financially responsible.
Oh, have you heard
Which
about
Penair
our
product
cash
would you
card yet?
recommend? Click
You
on
have
the
a student cash
selection
card.
and then watch
Yeah,
what
it
Nancy
works like a
suggested
debit
for
card,
Mr.
and you can
Busch.
transfer however much money you would like to his account and monitor his spending.
So I could give him a budget, in other
Exactly.
words, and have him create his own budget.
Exactly.
You know, that would really help him learn how to be more financially responsible.
Okay, well, why don't I set you up with Peter? He's one of our MSRs.
Well, I'd be happy to sit down with him. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Did you notice? Nancy's conversation with the member showed that Penair values the relationship with Mr. Busch. Nancy identified a potential need through active listening to Mr. Busch. His son may need help developing financial responsibility. Nancy quickly matched a suitable Penair product to Mr. Busch's need, a student cash card, that will help teach his son financial responsibility. Nancy suggested the product appropriately, not like a used car salesman. Instead of saying, "You should purchase," consider phrases such as, "Have you heard of?" Although the conversation with Mr. Busch was short, Nancy identified a need by suggesting a product that might benefit Mr. Busch and his family. Now that you have practiced, let's see what you've learned.